This might right here have stopped a lot of persons from doing importation business. And guess what? I'm going to be burning it to ashes. Let's go. Now that they are burnt to ashes, let me quickly debunk those lies about importation business. People tell you importation business involves a lot of paperwork, which currently it's a lie. Others will tell you that one needs to go to Asia, either China, which currently it's a lie. Another will tell you that you need a large capital before you get started with this business, which currently it's a lie. Others will tell you that the exchange rate and the shipping rate is way too high. Obviously, that is true. But then I'll also be sharing a strategy in this business that would help you to bypass this problem. And the last one which I get to hear often is, I don't reside in Lagos. Since the product gets to Lagos, how am I supposed to go about it? Those are the lies we've heard over the years about importation business. But here in this video, I'll be debunking every of those lies. Let's dive into it. Follow me. Now, the first myth, which is, people tell you that importation business involves a lot of paperwork. Now, let's get straight into it. Over the years, why the importation business started off, people definitely need a lot of paperwork because you need permissions to get products into Nigeria and everything. But yeah, currently you don't really need those paperworks because there are some logistic agents that have actually done those paperworks for you. So instead of you going to every government parastatals that you want to get this, you want to get that, for you to be licensed to bring products into Nigeria, many of those paperwork has been done and sealed by logistic agents. So what you are just doing basically is you are partnering with those logistic agents. After your partnership, then you'll be free to import whatever product that you want to bring into Nigeria. Now, myth number one, debunked. Myth number two, they tell you that you in person needs to get to Asia, which years ago when there was less use of the internet, it was very important because you need to get to China, you need to communicate with the suppliers before you get your product down to Nigeria or any African country you're watching this video from. But right now it's not done because we now have the internet. Logistic agents have actually helped us to go to those Asia countries, our dealings with the government over there, and now you are able to just do everything from the comfort of your home. You can just have like a workspace like this and you just stay with your smartphone, just with your smartphone and your data subscription, you'll be able to connect with China and get your product down here, so you don't need to go to China. Myth number two, debunked. Myth number three, they tell you China product is crap and inferior. Good. Now let's get straight to this. Now this is the most funniest myth I have on my list. Now here's the fact about China. We have major companies that have their headquarters in China. Companies like Mercedes and Apple. These companies produce high quality products. Even the big names here in Nigeria have 90% of their product imported from China. We have big names like Jumia, Konga, the Alaba and Computer Village that you all know. Every of these guys import their products from China. They get it for a peanut price over there, import it into Nigeria, and they sell for a good profit. Either in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, or any African country, you can duplicate this process and it will definitely work for you. Now, permit me to bust your bubbles. Do you know that even products in UK and US, 60% of products in UK and US are being imported from China? Obviously, they don't tell you that. Now, there is one strict rule about the US and the UK which distinguishes it from importing products down to Nigeria. Now, let me quickly run through this. You see, the UK and the US, they have a strict requirement when it comes to importing products from China. They tell China that if the product is not quality enough, don't even bother to sell it to our people or bringing it down to the UK or the US. Now, Nigeria is it's so sad because every damn thing can be imported to Nigeria. Either the product is whack, inferior, low, whatsoever it is, then it is our people that tell the Chinese people that, okay, I don't want a quality product, just give me something that is closer to the quality product. And obviously, trust China, they have a varieties of product, either low, average or high quality product. Just let them know what you want, then they would manufacture it to your taste. Now this is the difference between African countries and the US stroke the UK. Now you see why products in the US and the UK are way quality. But then I will be running a video specifically because of this. But then let's go straight to the next myth. Kenny, I heard I need a lot of capital before I can start this importation business. That takes us to the next myth. You don't necessarily need a lot of capital before you start this business. I think in my previous video, I actually took my time to explain the needed capital. But then yet in this video, I'll be saying it. You need just 20k. With 20k, you can import a product from China down to Nigeria. But then it depends on the product and also the pricing. Obviously, you don't need to get me wrong on that. But with 20k, you can import a product from China down to Nigeria or any African country you're watching this video from. Now, if you don't have the needed capital to start a business, this is what I always advise some persons. This strategy actually shoots me up with my 15k capital, it shoots me to a 50k startup capital. What did I do different? That was, I partnered with a friend. Now, this is what you might probably want to do if you are low on capital, but then make sure that you've tried this business and it's actually working before you commit other people's funds into it. What you just need to do is check out for a friend that has a like mind with you. Tell him that this is what you want to do. This is the business that you want to involve in, and you let him to know the breakdown of everything. And it can just be like, okay, he brings 20,000, you also bring 20,000, you merge it 40k. That can get you good quantity of a particular product. You bring it down into Nigeria, you sell, you make profit, you slash the shares among you guys, and you're good. Now, this takes us to the next myth, which is the exchange rate is too high, and also the shipping rate is too high. Kenny, how am I supposed to make profits in this business? While exchange rate and shipping fee can affect the cost of a particular product, that is not entirely a reason why you should dismiss importation business. This is not entirely true. You can still do importation business and still make good profit. When I mean good profit, I mean good profit in this business. Let me ask a quick question. Have you ever asked yourself why price of commodity keeps shooting up in Nigeria? Now I know you get the point. An increase in dollar rate is proportional to an increase in product price. Simple. That is how it works. So when the dollar increases, every person that sells something also increases the value of their product. So now let's say if you are selling product A for 10,000 and dollar increases, then you can still increase that product price to about 11,000 or 10,500 depending on the product and the value. Now you see that is not a problem. What you just need is you need to know how to work around this business. Once you have a mentor that do this business, you won't have an issue because you have someone to run to when you have a panic issue. The last in my list is, Kenny, I don't stay in Lagos. How am I supposed to do it when my product gets to Lagos? Now, one thing you need to understand is Lagos is the hub where product arrives. That is, every imported product arrives. So we have like the major ports here in Lagos. But then that still doesn't stop you from doing importation business, because once your product gets to Nigeria, your logistic agent can still wheel it down to your state. Either you are in Kaduna, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Delta, or you are even in Sokoto or any part of the country that you are. Even those that are in Abule, when I mean Abule, I mean in the ghetto, still gets to do this business and they still make good profit from it. So that is not an issue. The last myth debunked. Okay, hold on. I hope with this myth burnt down today, I'm able to convince you and not to confuse you that starting an importation business is not as difficult as people painted it over the years. And if there is any myth you've heard over time and you want me to deal with it, you can just drop it in the comment section. I'll do good to be there, attending to every comment. Either I'm shooting a new video addressing that myth, or I will just reply your comment. If you gain value watching this video, I would appreciate you give me a like or a follow to encourage me to shoot more videos. And you can also follow me on all social media platforms using Bamdele Kenny on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and also on YouTube. Yes, I also have a YouTube channel, but then I think I do more with social media, but I'll be posting this also on my YouTube channel. So you can follow me on all social media platforms to be first notified when I drop a new video. I remain Bamdele Kenny. Cheers.